Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. It is Saturday, March 9th, so you know what time it is. It's Wax Gaming Weekly Recap time, where we try and go through all the latest information for the Wax blockchain from this past week, plus anything that's upcoming here in the near future. Today's kind of a little bit of a sad one for me. It's kind of the end of one era, one chapter, and we're going to be moving on to a new chapter starting tomorrow. If you have not had a chance to go ahead and check it out yet, check out my video from yesterday. Warrior Line Gaming is evolving. We're moving forward. We're doing more focusing on really quality entertainment style games rather than things that I don't normally cover or I don't normally like to cover. So we're shifting from a blockchain focused channel to a game channel, a Web 3.0 game channel. All the details are in that video, so if you're at all interested in hearing more, I go ahead and check it out. But this is officially the last Wax Gaming Weekly Recap. We're going to go ahead and kick off tomorrow a new series, which is going to be the Web 3.0 Gaming Weekly Recap. I'm still playing with the name of it, so it'll probably be adjusted over the next few weeks. But we're going to go from focusing on just Wax games to Web 3.0 games over tons of blockchains: Cardano, IMX, we got Polygon, we got Beam, which is a brand new blockchain. We also have Wax. We'll still cover the core Wax games that I really enjoy from an entertainment perspective, but it's going to be changing. And this Web 3.0 gaming recap is actually going to go ahead and replace this block. So that's going to normally happen on a Saturday. This weekend, it's going to happen on a Sunday. I wanted to go ahead and do one more Wax Gaming Weekly recap just for I don't know. It's an end of a chapter, so I'm a little sad about it, but I think there's brighter things in the future here. So this will be adjusted. I appreciate everybody's joining in on these, but we're going to go ahead and cover the items from this week. And to be honest with you, there wasn't as much as I expected this week, but let's go ahead and do the normal disclaimer and we'll go ahead and jump into it. But before we jump into the video, please take a quick look at this disclaimer. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Please make sure you do your own research before you jump into any project. Don't take my word for it. Just make sure it's right for your situation. Let's go ahead and kick it off with some big news from Avalon. They're actually going to be doing something later today, which is going to allow you to start exchanging those badges and the passes that we've been earning over the last year and 2 months. For different characters. It's going to be done in phases. This first one is the Knight of the Round Table. You're going to have the ability to go ahead and exchange your silver pass and your gold pass, plus the badges that associate with that, for either an epic or a legendary knight. The legendary is new out there. It looks like this. And they're going to be available in-game soon. Not quite yet. But you can go ahead, if you're saving up and you want that tank, you love playing a tank character, and you can make a choice between the Templar, which you have to actually go ahead and get the NFT for, or you can go ahead and exchange passes for the Knight, which is a tank that also transitions into a werewolf. So some cool things that are happening with this one. I'm actually going to go ahead and grab one of these. I'm actually super excited. I like playing a tank, so I'm going to go ahead and jump in on that. Couple other things that are happening for Avalon. They actually have an AMA session later today, 3 p.m., where they're going to talk about the next version of Alpha version 3, which is going to be released here in the next few weeks. I don't know the exact date. I'm hoping that they give it a date on this AMA. But lots of cool things happening. A new village is coming. You're going to be able to start playing some of the characters in the game, your actual NFT characters, that you can go ahead and play those in game. I think it's Inquisitor and Templar, maybe a few other here in the near future, and start leveling those up to 20. Plus a number of other features and announcements that I'm super excited for, and I think you should be too, to be honest with you. But this is really the last version of Alpha that's coming out here in the near future. Then they're going to start shifting to beta, which I'm also very excited for. So if you're at all playing Avalon or at all interested in Avalon, go ahead and check out the AMA. If you haven't had a chance to go ahead and try Avalon yet, go ahead and wish list them on Epic and submit a ticket, and you can go ahead and get a free 7-day pass to test out Avalon, which I think is a great option also. So it's as close as you're going to get to free to play for Avalon. So I encourage you all to go ahead and check that out if you're at all interested in fantasy MMORPGs. All right, jumping to the next one, which is a new tool on Wax. This is Voyager. I don't know if you've seen this from Zoller on Twitter. He just actually announced this a couple days ago. It's a pretty cool tool that they have out there. Again, it's still early stages, so there may be some bugs that they're still working through. But I encourage you all to check it out if you're taking a look for some of the things. They have both the Medium article and the website is out there, waxvoyager.com. If you check out the Medium article, it provides a lot of tools, not only for, say, project teams, but also for just people that are looking to use Wax in general. They have just the overall market analysis that's out there for the trading view, the Voyager score, which kind of takes a number of different characteristics about the project and puts it together as far as their score towards the project itself. They also have the wash score. This kind of goes through and detects anything that may be, I guess, not so ethical, we'll say, and tries to identify and put alerts out there for any projects out there or any collections out there that have that going on. There's portfolio tracker if you want to go ahead and track your own portfolio out there. And then they rank collections, and I'm curious to see a little bit more on how they're ranking each of the collections. Is it more on volume? Is it more on entertainment? Is it some sort of combination? Is it a community score? So more to come on this. They also have a holder distribution. This is actually can be pretty critical as far as new collections or collections that have been out there. You can see the majority of who holds each of the collections out there. And then you have the social activity around it too. So I imagine they're going to be putting more tools out there. What it's done is they basically put a collection of tools together in one location to help users to go out there and identify either collections that they may be interested in or help them to try and make better decisions when they go ahead and make purchases. So I go ahead and check out Voyager. Again, that is out there at waxvoyager.com. So more to come with that one also. Next on the list, we have FGL. Just a couple updates from here. The Cosmic Clash Season 12 actually ended this past week. So that is final. That's all done. You can go ahead and claim your rewards if you were able to place. No timeline on the new season yet, but hopefully here in the near future. Outlaw Troopers is in week 3. I am a huge fan. I've said this probably the last 3 weeks on this recap. I'm a big fan of the new format of their weekly challenges because it makes you go ahead and try different things in the game. This week is really focused on the shards and purifying the shards, which most people do not do in the game, but it's rewarding. It's something that's fun to do, and it just kind of gives you an incentive to go ahead and try it. So that's the key for this one, is trying to compete and purify as many shards as possible. I would encourage you to go ahead and check out the wiki articles because they're going to give you some information on that if you're not familiar with it. And then last but not least, the Machiavellic update. Most of you are aware they postponed it. They keep running into an issue with basically the bridging the NFTs from Wax over to Cardano. It's taking a whole lot longer than they expected. Some issues going along with it. So they took a step back and they're going to go ahead and revise or fix the issue, take the time instead of continuing to delay it every couple of days. They actually extended the date to Friday, March 15th, which is this coming Friday, and they're going to break it up into 2 sections. The first section is where you go ahead and bridge your NFTs from Wax over to Cardano. That's going to be Friday, March 15th. And then 48 hours later, they're going to go ahead and allow you to board with those on Sunday, March 17th. They're splitting it up. Because of how long it's taking to go ahead and bridge those NFTs from one chain to the other, they don't want people that are first in line to really get a huge advantage. And in case some people have issues and they're not going to be able to get the spots. If you have a plot in the game, there's kind of designated spots for the plots, but those that don't have plots and are trying to put their individual officers out there, it's going to be more of a challenge to get your officers together. So they're trying to mitigate that as much as possible by splitting this into 2 events. I'll continue to update you over on the new Web 3.0 weekly recap with if there's any changes to that. So cool things for that. I'm excited for it actually to go ahead and start boarding. And then we have NFT Battle Miners added an additional station, which is a new step to it to help you really accelerate and boost your searching for these new alchemy resources that you're going to go ahead and need. You can go ahead and level this up. This station leveled up. You can boost it up with energy cells. It's just an addition to the mining side of the game to really kind of focus on getting that alchemy in place. So that has now in game. And then we got Aphelium is going to go ahead and kick off their new season, season 3, on March 10th, tomorrow. If you're at all interested in that, but not sure how it's going to play out, check out my video from yesterday, from Friday. I went ahead and did a video with the details for the upcoming season, kind of give you an overview if you've never played it before. So you go ahead and check out that video. Oxya Origin made an announcement that they are getting closer, if not already have the date set for the private beta. A lot of people are excited about this because if you have those keys that they did on Atomic Hub and they did in other blockchains, you're soon going to be able to get access to the game. So that's cool that that's coming here in the near future. Encourage you to check out their Discord for more details around that. NFT Panda went ahead and finished their latest season. So season 26. Whew, 26 seasons on Wax. Wow, that's crazy. But that has now closed up. So a new season will be kicking off there shortly. And then Realm wanted to go ahead and do my last update for this one as far as the Realm schedule goes. They did kick it off this past, I guess, a week and a half ago. They kicked off the season. And this weekend is actually a quiet one. But if you're one of those that loves to get those free NFTs that they give away every season, make sure you go ahead and run one of the jobs so you can get access to that. That'll be shipped out here on the 13th. And then they have their pack sale coming up here on the 11th. And then last but not least, this one's actually a positive thing around Funko. I don't know if you all saw, but their Transformer Funko drop that happened this past week sold out. It's the first one that's sold out since the Funkoween. Wow, all the way back in October. This is the first pack drop that has sold out for Transformer or for Funko in a very long time. I think it's a combination between the series of Transformers. Lots of people love Transformers, and they reduced the pack count. So I think that was a smart move by them. They actually have another drop coming up here very shortly on the 12th, March 12th, for Star Trek. I was kind of hoping the Star Wars one would come out here soon, but they flipped it on us. They did Star Trek. So that is going to go ahead and drop here on March 12th at 11 a.m. Pacific time. And as far as the packs go, they reduced it slightly again. So there's a total of 36,000 packs, 18,000 of each type. So that's slightly smaller than the Transformers. So I'm curious to see if this one sells out because I know there's a lot of people that like Star Trek. I'm just not sure there's a lot of people that like Star Trek and Funko combined. So we'll see what happens there. I'm not the biggest Star Trek fan. I just know some of the characters from, my dad used to watch it a lot. So I'm curious. But I do have to say, as far as the physical redeemable ones, I think the Freddy Funko looks pretty cool. Freddy Funko basically has a cyborg. I think that's pretty neat. I think that they did a good job with that one. So if I would ever get one of Star Trek's, this is probably the one I would get, but I'm probably not going to go for this because I'm not a big Star Trek fan. So that's it. That's the Wax Weekly Recap. Let me know down in the comments below. Did I miss any updates from the Wax blockchain? I try to keep it short, but I try to get the important information here. Again, I'm sad. It's a little bittersweet because this is the last Wax Gaming Weekly Recap. We're going to go ahead and transition to Web 3.0 Gaming Weekly Recap. Name pending. We'll see how that works out. But I hope you all have a great day, and I'll talk to you later.